So on this spine, you can see that from each of the spaces between the vertebrae emerges the nerve root, and the nerve root will travel from the neck into the arm, from the thoracic spine around the rib cage, and in the lumbar spine down into the legs. And so this can account for why people with back problems end up sometimes with symptoms that travel down into the legs, like pins and needles and such like. That can be a sign that the nerve root is getting squashed. The nerve roots emerge through something called a foramina. And so this space that the nerve root exits from can be made smaller or bigger depending on how we hold our bodies. When we get older, one of the things that inevitably happens is that the discs that sit between the vertebral bodies will lose some of their spaciousness, and so that the gaps between the vertebrae get very slightly less. This in turn means that these exiting foramina are getting smaller, and so it's even more important as we get older that we are optimizing the situation for the spine when it comes to the posture and the alignment of the spine. So how do we know when we have a good posture? Well, the answer lies in the pelvis, and so the pelvis is the foundation for the spine. When the pelvis is vertical, the spine will in turn line up on top of the pelvis in this ideal natural curves of the spine. To know when the pelvis is vertical, we think about these bones at the base of the pelvis called the ischial tuberosities. And so when the ischial tuberosities are vertical and projecting downwards into the seat that we're sitting on, for example, then we know that the pelvis is vertical. Think of them like the feet of the pelvis. And so you want the pelvis to stand on its feet. And you know when you're sitting on them because you can feel the bony projections underneath your bottom, particularly if you sit on a hard chair. So it's really important that we sit on the bony protuberances of the pelvis. We know the pelvis is vertical, and then the spine lines up in the natural curves.